Jacoby, can you take us, what was it like? It looked like you had like an 11-play drive, scored the winning touchdown under 10 seconds left. Can you talk about that drive and what that could do for you guys as an offense?
Yeah, obviously a big emphasis on 2 minutes today. You hope you don't have to go 11 plays, but guys just battling through adversity, and obviously pushing through the elements. Obviously a long day of practice, and guys just making plays at the end. And those are the things that I know we're going to need throughout the season. A lot of guys on that drive stepped up. I think we had a center change at one point in the drive, things like that. So, it was a good drive for us.
How much of a difference does it make having Pop out there?
Oh man, it's been great. Obviously I got to learn how to throw to a little shorter guy a little bit more, but his explosiveness, what he can do in stretching the field, obviously is a weapon for us, and building that chemistry. And he's a guy that loves football. You can tell. He pops up off the tape. No pun intended. But it's a lot of fun having him in the huddle. His energy is contagious.
Jacoby, we didn't see him run many downfield routes, maybe some slot fades last year. Do you see that as a big part of his game potentially? Because you hit him on a couple seams obviously today.
Yeah, he definitely took a couple chunks out of the defense today. And it's all going to be predicated on how the games go and obviously the defense and things like that. And he has that ability to stretch the field, and obviously we're trying to get as much out of every player that we can this year.
What was it like having Matt Ryan here today at practice and having some of those conversations with him?
No, it's pretty cool. Obviously, I played against Matt a couple times. These guys are like, "Can I meet him?" I'm like, "I played against him." So, it's a lot of fun. And being able to see guys that I looked up to when I was growing up. Obviously, you get to sit there and talk to them about certain things, football and stuff like that in life, and and obviously whenever the greats come around, you got to go out there and show respect.
Jacoby, did you just through your touchdown to KJ Osborne against Christian Gonzalez? Seemed like you showed a lot of trust in him on that play.
Yeah, it's been something that we've been stressing, especially in the red zone. Being better in the red zone and cleaning up on our details. And honestly, he came up to me after the play, because we talked about that last night in our walkthrough. It's just like ironing out those details and getting on the same page with each other, and building that trust and having those vulnerable conversations where I'm like, man, I was wrong or he was wrong and things like that, and taking the coaching from the classroom to the field and continuing to build that trust, and today was the step in the right direction.
What was your message to Drake May this week? It seemed like maybe some rocky rookie moments at the beginning of the week, but he kind of hit a stride over the last 2 practices.
Keep going, man. It's a long training camp. I think you always want somebody to come out there and he's like, man, what? Be the best you can right now, and that's just unrealistic. And I think the best thing that he's doing is putting one foot in front of the other, going back out there and going out there competing. And the plays are gonna make themselves. It's just about doing the little things day in and day out that's gonna give you a chance to make the right play.
It seems like overall the offense has been more efficient over the last few days. What's been the biggest difference?
Consistency. Doing the right things, and it's starting with the little things, breaking the huddle the right way, the right 11 guys in the huddle at one time, hearing the play call, lining up right, the little things that the defense has no control over, doing those things like staying on sides, using our cadence, doing the things that the defense has no control over, that's going to give us the best chance going forward. And I think that's what AVP's been harping on that, and I think those things are paying dividends when we go out there and now we're playing against the defense rather than playing against ourselves and the defense.
How much of that is a function, you think, of just the natural progression in camp, right? Day is probably going to be better than day one versus maybe things we're doing intentionally to fix those?
Yeah, we better be better than we were day one. I think, like you say, each day is about getting better each and every day. When we look back at the inner training camp, we gotta see the difference between, day one and day whatever it is, to understand, like, hey, this is the trajectory that we're going on, and I think we're doing a good job. We're stringing some good days together, and I know the guys that we have in that room aren't going to settle for that, and going to keep striving to get things better and go from there.
What have you learned so far about the offense's identity?
I feel like every day we're adding another element to the identity. And different players are stepping up and cleaning things up, and myself included. And finding ways to get better each and every day. So I think that identity is going to evolve, day in and day out until we have to I guess put it on display versus a certain team. And right now I think that the thing is about like continuing to build an identity and then we decide what that's going to be at the end.
Jacoby, it seems like the offensive line's getting some time back there. Just wondering what you see from them in practice.
Man, I think they've been doing a great job, man. I think they've gotten better each and every day. I think with the thing is we're moving a lot of guys around to try to see where guys are going to be at, but I think that they go out there, they play hard. They're taking the coaching from individuals to team, and I think it's paying dividends. I think Scott's doing a really good job with those guys, and I think the good thing about it is those guys are tied into each other. I think they're picking each other up when they need a break and need that confidence booster. But I think they're doing a really good job out there, giving me time back there. And I mean, all of us. I think we have that rain. But I think they're giving a lot of guys back their time to push the ball down the field, make the right throws, and I think it's not just on the O-line. It's on receivers getting open, quarterback making the right decision, running backs picking up protection, and we understand how all of that ties into our overall group. So, I'm excited for where those guys are going, and I know they're going to continue to get better.
Thank you.
Thank you.